Hello everybody and welcome to another one of my videos. Today it's going to be a Pharaoh Housing guide. And I know some of you are going to say, well, you've already done this like years ago. That is very correct. The thing about this game is that it is very beautiful, and I actually wanted to remake the whole video at 1080p and 60 FPS so that you guys can watch it um, in its full beauty, so to say. Another thing for it is that there's no one perfect housing block, or maybe there is that I don't know about it. There are many more. There are lots of versions of housing blocks that you can make, and yeah, this one is just actually these ones, because I'm going to be showing you guys two, are just one version of them. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is a mission in the Cleopatra campaign, which was an add-on. As you can see, I have a beautiful housing block over here. It's not all that developed, so it still has a couple of problems here and there, but basically it's very beautiful. And I'm going to explain firstly the one that my channel is probably most famous for, which is the normal housing block, um, and then secondly I'll go with another one. So let's just go ahead and make a bit of space here. Alright, so this should be more than enough space. So what you want to be doing is you need to pay attention to the amount of road tiles that you put into your inner block. So let me explain the basic of how to make a housing block in this game so as to be as efficient as possible. The idea is that these walkers start off from your buildings from one point, and they walk a certain number of tiles. And if a walker doesn't walk past your house, then that house does not receive his bonus or the goods that he's selling or giving away. So this means that you want to um, make those walkers go by as many houses as possible without wasting time or space. Um, Most walkers don't go more than 25 tiles. I think the water ones don't. So we'll just be basing our block around those ones. That means that the whole oh, and why must it be a whole roundabout, like 25 tiles in one direction and then another 24 back, or maybe another 25 back? It should be like that so that the walker, when he gets um, to his most tiles that he can go at one point, he will just not turn around the way he came in order to go back to his spawning house, but actually go around and finish the full circle. So that should be pretty basic, right? So let's go ahead and start with the type of housing block that I showed you guys so many years ago. So it was like 6 across, and now it's 4 points. 4 by 6, it's 24. It was 6 across, so 24, times 17 long, right? So that's like 23 times 4, it's like almost 100. It's 92 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Um, so this is what I did. I did like a 23 tile round halfway. And the reason why I did that is because this housing block actually integrates the entertainment buildings within it, right? So what you need to do after doing that is start off at this edge and uh, open up the block, the inner road to the outer one, and leave two spaces in between, because those two spaces are going to be your houses. Now, another thing that you might be asking yourself, well, in Pharaoh, you can actually have bigger houses like these ones over here. These are 3 by 3, the manors, and the more expensive ones are going to be 4 by 4. But the idea is that you don't want these for your normal housing blocks because they're not as efficient, right? So, for example, the common manor, which is the first 3 by 3 block, only has 100 occupants, but it needs jewelry and desirability and all that jazz. While the fancy residence has 92 occupants for a 2 by 2 mark, right? So it is the biggest house with the most amount of occupants that you can have without having to dish out the extra space and commodities, right? Because these houses are going to need a senate house, and I think in this expansion also the zoo. Right, so let's get back to the block. Now what we did here is that we've built another exterior road around this block, and you can do it a double road. There's no problem in you doing that. Oh. And on the other side over here, if I'm not mistaken, you put down the other exit. So we're going to be building a okay, that is not the correct way to do it. So this is going to work like this for here, and for the band, for the pavilion, I have no idea. Oh, it's because I need another road like this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, correct. So you need another spot over there. Right, so this is how I did it in my first video, uh, the Pharaoh Housing guide. And the idea now is that you can put in all of like one temple and then a courthouse, and because of the fact that I only have water supply over here, I have to put down the water supply over there. I actually put it over here. Yeah, that should be efficient enough, right? No, actually, you know what? I will put it like so. Ah, this will work. So in this case, I have to put down the extra roadblocks all around it, so that I'm sure that it won't spawn in the false position. So this space on the interior right here is going to be more than enough for you to get in every single thing that you need: the library, the scribal school, uh, and all of the small buildings. Right? That was it. Mortuary, physician, uh, the bazaar. Yeah, that's also good. Firehouse, architect, and police station. Oh, what? Police station. Right. Police station is needed in the higher difficulty games, because, I mean, when you choose the higher difficulty, because then you'll have unrest and problems. Uh, what's still to put down? The tax collector. Did I mess this up? I might have messed this up. In which case, I'm very sorry. Is there anything missing? I've got two bazaars over here, and I'll explain why. Just 1 minute, 1 second. Maybe actually, maybe I've did it too long. Could that be it? So this is like 3, 6, 9, and another 6. That's 14, 15, 16, 17. No, it's okay. 17 by 6. I have no idea why that happened, but I might have forgotten something. But you can obviously use this space to put down shrines, which are also pretty damn neat. Right, so I'm not going to get into building this this one up. You can obviously do it like this, and that's it, you're done. Or if you're a bit of a cheapskate, you can actually take out all of the bigger buildings that are on the interior of this road. What's it called? Actually, that won't actually work, because they need two temples in order for them to get to this level. So to get to fancy residence. So that actually won't help if you. Yeah, that's the trouble. If you put any houses on the interior, because of the fact that you don't have two temples, they won't get to fancy residence level, right? So they'll stay at some more inefficient level down the road. Right, good. So let's get into the second type of block. What I was going to suggest is that you take these bigger buildings out of the interior of the block and put them on the edges, the corners of the loop, of the inner loop, and then you just put roadblocks on the exterior of that building, so that the walkers don't go on the exterior loop, and that way you gain some extra space for houses in the interior. But that won't work, since the houses on the interior will never have access to the second type of gods, because no gods are going to go in, because no priests are going to walk in because of these roadblocks over here, so that won't actually work pretty well. The advantage of this road um, housing block is the fact that um, it's kind of compact, it's kind of small, and if you want to modify it, you can make it smaller. You should get more than enough entertainment stands because of having both a pavilion and a bandstand for this block, and yeah, that should make you happy, so to say, with this one. Now let's go ahead and rebuild this whole thing and go for the new version, and the one that I mostly use, which has a trick, so to say. Come on, go away, yeah, okay, go away. Oh yeah, I forgot to place a roadblock here. Roadblock here. Good. So let's go ahead and get into the other type of block that I have, right? So this one over here, for example. What I did there. Now, you can maximize the amount of tiles, road tiles, that your block has to 25 without any problem, just as long as your entertainment stands are not integrated in them, right? So let's go ahead and make this one. 25 times 4 is exactly 100. So yeah, just make sure that you have 5 interior tiles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly 25. And then we'll go back. Actually, that's a bit less, I think, if I'm not mistaken. 92, 96 would be... is this correct? It looks correct, but I'm not certain that it is, actually. Is it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, so I messed that up. Sorry. So let's go ahead and do this. Right. So we've got how many on the 76? Actually, I think that's one. Let me go ahead and just delete this. So these are 76, right? 80. You know what? Screw this. I can't believe that I messed this up. Anyway, let's just start here. So sorry for that. This is 100, but we need 4 on the interior, not 5. I messed it up. So we need 5 together. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th. So this should be it right now. I hope. Yeah, this looks legit. Anyway, let's leave it at that. So hopefully I've got 25 and 25, or 24 on the other side. It's already connected over there. We could try to make it a bit more beautiful, so to say, and connect it at the exact edge. Put down the roadblock. So in this inner loop, there won't be any bandstands and pavilions or juggle booths, and I'll explain exactly why in a second. Let's put down the exterior road, which is exactly 2 spaces away from the interior one, as per usual. It's not a loop, it's just a road. And again, I will explain in a second. So this is where the houses are going to come in. And as you can see, this is not a loop anymore. Can you guys guess why? It's because the bandstands and the pavilions are going to be on the exterior, and will force the walkers from the spawning positions to go to the bandstand and pavilion positions. I don't know if I can get a pavilion over here. I should be. Yeah, I am able to do that actually. Right. So that's where the pavilion is going to be on the exterior. We'll put down a farmhouse and a architect post. Actually, we could, yeah, we could, and I will put that there down. Okay. And then on the exterior, precisely, okay, nice, precisely over here, so that these guys in the edge in the corner over there also get access to them. It's there are the juggler house. Everything is going to be put here, right? Do you guys understand why? Because we want to trick the walkers to go all around that area. So they are going to go all around like in a spiral to this place right there. Let's put down the firehouse and the architect post. So this build is a bit more expensive, both in money and in space, obviously, but it is worth it, believe me. And you could either put down double road for the plazas, that works obviously, or you could just put down some extra purifications around, and it should work as well. So let's put down the things that we need on the interior, which is at least one temple. We'll put down Osiris. We'll put down another 2 temples on the exterior, because these houses are going to need 2 temples at least. So one there and one here, right? So we've got all 3 of them. Then this is a map with 3 temples. If you've got more, then you can obviously put more on the sides. Then we'll need the courthouse. Then we'll need the tax collector and the water supply. Oh, okay, so I messed that up. So we need the water supply over here. And then we need courthouse and tax collector and bazaar. We'll try to put these more towards closer towards the exit point of the loop, because you want them to have easy and fast access to food. What's next? Firehouse, yeah, obviously firehouse, architect, and police. Then we'll need these guys, the dentist and the apothecary, the physician and the mortuary. Oh yeah, scribal school and library. Obviously also needed. I don't have enough papyrus, but it would go there. And as you can see, I still have enough space for an extra temple or some extra buildings if I choose to put them in. Now, let's put down the houses. Okay. And what I did, as you can see over here, is that I've put down two bazaars. The reason for that is that sometimes it's a bit harder to start off your neighborhood, and this is, I mean, I think all of them have an extra bazaar because of the extra space on the interior. And the rest of the spaces here are a lot of, as you can see, I've put all 3 temples down. So if you don't have space to put them around, then just put them inside, and that's okay. It's no problem. There is a lot of space on the interior over here. What you could alternatively do is modify this housing block a bit in order for you to contain a, where is it? Entertainment, a Senate house. Or you could just leave it like that. Just put a Senate house uh, in it. Actually, I could. Now that's actually not going to work, because I still need the scribal school, right? So, but you could alternatively modify this whole loop, outer loop or outer road, so that it has a Senate house somewhere on the corner, or things like that. But there are lots of things that you can do with this housing block, and there's, as you can see, a lot of space that remains unused in this block, in this way of building things. So let's put down a granary and a storage yard with the basic goods that you need, and that is beer, linen, I think papyrus also, I'm not sure yet. 1/4. Wait, do these guys need? Also, I obviously need a firehouse and the architect's post. Do these guys actually yeah, jewelry. Oh, they need jewelry, but do these guys need jewelry? No, they need linen, pottery, beer, and more types of food. Right. So I can actually get one for fish so that I'm sure that I get everything that I need. Right, so let's speed this up. That's bad. That is really bad. Come on, get workers. It's not bad because I needed the villain per se, but it's bad because, you know, fire is always bad. And the other thing is on fire. Crap. Okay. We need to get these down. Let me roll. What? How is this possible? Oh, I don't have enough workers, so that could happen, obviously. Can I rotate the screen around? I don't think so. Oh, I do. I can rotate it around. Just rotate it once. Okay, so that I can see the damage that's being done. Put down the pavilion again. And the firehouse back here because I want things to be neat. Okay, and put down the... Wow. Come on! Seriously? Not everything goes according to plan. Like, it's almost impossible that this fire guy over here always just goes to the left. Or rather, it should be impossible. So you know what I'll do? I'll actually modify this because it's annoying. And actually, it's very annoying. Ah, come on. Okay, so go away, go away, go, go away, go away. Finally. Okay, so let's just yeah, put some more shit there. We put the dance school. No, that's not a good position. So put the conservatory here, and the firehouse and the architect posts there. The idea is that you don't want them to, you know, to cut off and leave these houses with no access to the entertainment. Anyway, these guys are already improving. They do need desirability, so watch out for that. Luckily for me, I've put down these temples which do help in gaining some desirability. As you can see, you can just spam extra plazas down whenever you want, because the plaza actually, you know, creates more desirability on its own by itself. As you can see, my people are already the plazas are great for making desirability because they just create extra one every time. If you put down another one, it just creates new desirability. Right, so you can see it's done. Maybe the interior road also needs a bit more. So this is the kind of housing block that I would try to make whenever there's enough space for it. So I don't know how long I've been going on for because I forgot to put my timing overlay on when I started recording, but as you can see, I'm already up to spacious residence, and the only problem right here is the fact that it doesn't have enough desirability, but you can obviously fix that with like large statues. You can hit air to switch between them. So let's put these down. Why not? So let's make something nice. I think that's nice enough. And they need linen, and once they do get their linen, which should be coming over here, they should be evolving into fancy residences, if I'm not mistaken, and hopefully I'm not. Let's see my employment, because I was having some, so the employee shortage is a lot better right now. Okay, he needs beer, send it to him. It's not like it matters. Maybe I'll do a playthrough of these games. If you guys would like to see them, just leave your ideas in the comments below. And yeah, basically this is it. What they gave me luxury goods. Okay, thanks. What is the problem here? They don't have beer. So as you can see, having just one market can be a bit detrimental. So that's why I'm running two markets on these on these housing blocks, because they can be a bit demanding uh, because of the amount of goods that you need to supply to your population. But they also take a lot more space than the other one, because you need to have this external spiral around it. No matter what you do, you just can't go around that. And you have to imagine that for every new housing block that you make, you need to put down all three of these uh, um, uh, spawners for entertainment, because they need to go all around the whole spiral to the pavilion, and ideally you should be using a pavilion, obviously. Let's put down a statue here. Yeah, there's not enough space for it. Let's just put down gardens then. That should be nice. Yeah, there we go. And let's put down gardens on the interior as well. Get a bigger bazaar. I don't know if that helps. I think it does, but I'm not actually sure. But yeah, you can obviously modify this housing block to allow it to grow, as I've done here for these guys. But I did use a lot of space, as you can see, and I can modify it further. And basically, you just need to take this whole idea that half of the inner loop must be at most 25 tiles long, and it mustn't contain any bandstands or pavilions or anything like that. Else the walker mechanic is going to get screwed up, and you'll be on your way to creating very efficient and very nice housing blocks, no matter the shape, right? So you can go for a square shape. The problem with a square shape is that you obviously have less houses on the interior or on the exterior, because the interior is going to take up more space, and there's going to be some extra space left in like in the middle of it that you just won't use. And I've also been experimenting around with making the perfect luxury housing block, but I haven't finished it yet. I can show you guys a short version. Like, I was trying to do this D letter word, so to say, housing block with a pavilion on the interior, but that won't work because it's going to catch on fire or get destroyed, because there's no architect there. But yeah, these are basically the ways of making housing blocks in Pharaoh. And as always, thank you guys for watching and listening. And leave a like if you did like this video. If you didn't like it, and I don't know, maybe my voice is annoying to you guys, or my face, whoever, whatever cares, just dislike it. It's not that big of a deal. This is a hobby for me, and I enjoy making these videos. So thanks for watching and listening, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.